Okay, I want to try to make this fairly brief and talk about my field day experience operating phone partially for the first time in my 46-year ham career. And as usual, we'll start out with some alien artistry, imagery, this time much less scary. The little boy isn't afraid of the happy little UFO. I am, though. Okay, so let's take a look. And I was going to show the states last, but I'm going to show that first. I expected to work a lot more states than I did. That being said, I spent very little time in front of the radio, and excuse me, and like I said, for the first time I tried operating phone, and oh, what an experience that was. Phone operators during field day are no joke. Those guys were talking in layers of 3 and 4 layers deep over top of each other. It was amazing. It was wonderful. I was like a minnow in a sea of sharks, with my antenna wire being 6 feet high and operating excuse me, transmitting with 20 watts PEP on single sideband and 10 watts using CW. So I went into this thing operating phone because I wanted to record a bunch of phone contacts and see if I could make any. A, see if I could make any, and B, if I could record some of it for a little sampler, you know, to post. And I may. Oh, I'm sorry for clearing my throat. I'm yucky today. So I went into it. Okay, and my video recordings of the contacts, I was in a funk that day, and it's going to take me a little bit of editing to extract the pertinent contacts from the raw video. I'll do it. It'll take me a couple days, but this is the main thing though. What could I work? If I would have strictly operated CW, oh man, I could have tripled this. Well, not tripled it, because I'd have worked more states than there are in the United States. So if I would have stuck to CW, I could have doubled my state count easily. But I wouldn't have had as much fun. As it stands, I worked a total number of contacts of 48 contacts. I made 18 phone contacts, and I made 30 CW contacts. And looking at my the contact list, which I'll show you next, it surprised me, because I thought I made way more phone contacts. I just spent way more time trying. Okay, I'm gonna make this map. So those are the states I worked. Not surprising. The states I worked weren't surprising, but the lack of states I worked is the thing. I'm going to make my picture viewer this format for the next shots, because I need to see the I need to see the title. So let me catch my okay, I'm ready. So I didn't notice until after, well, I guess I probably did notice it when I made the contact, but I keep wanting to click on this. I think I'm in front of my logger. This first field day contact right here, the highlighted one, I started looking. Yeah, the contest started at 1800 UTC. I was hearing a smattering of hams working field day before it began. Now I'm not quite clear if they were allowed the 3 hours extra for, if they met the criteria for setup. I don't know if you get the 3 hours before or after the fact. I thought after the fact. In fact, I'm sure of it. But who am I to argue? You call field day, I'll work you. I'm not entering any contest here. I'm just screwing off and having fun. So I started on 20 meters with that guy. Then I went to 40 meters. 40 sideband, and I started making contacts. Basically here at 2347 UTC. Okay. I was busy, came strolling back around home about 8 o'clock in the evening and sat down and started making contacts. Okay. So I basically started at 2345 and quit there. Right. That was the last one. So, spent 15 minutes there. Got back on at 125 and got back off at 4. So here's my hopping around. So let's not focus on the time spent. I'll mention that. But I was just noodling around. Started with phone, went to 40 meters, then I dropped down to 80 meters because it's evening time now in Michigan. Worked a few more phone contacts. Then I bailed on phone and went to CW and made a few more on 80 and CW, then went to 40. Okay, so look at this call sign W0NA. I'm going to go to the next image. Okay, so here he is down here now. So 913 to there's the bulk of my contacts right there. I got on at 9:13 and off at 45 minutes later. No, wait, I stayed on off there. So 9:13 to 10:33. Here's an hour and 15 minutes. Got back on, made a contact, and let's see, next image. And this is the last. There aren't many. I'm going to go back to the previous image. Okay, so yeah, it's weird, man. I worked a bunch of CW contacts, came up here at 1703, made one phone contact, and then bailed for 80 meters against CW. Finished things off on 15 meters. And there you go. I just kind of noodled around. So you can see the mix of phone and CW. I'm going to go back to the first image again, and we'll take a quick look again at the mix of phone and CW. Mostly phone on that page. All CW on that page except for one cute contact. And then to finish the activity, mostly CW. So, God, that was an experience. Oh my God. Maybe field day phone isn't the best activity or contest to test a compromised antenna, So I worked 20 states including Ontario. 20 ARRL entities. I worked 20 entities, 30 CW contacts, 18 phone contacts, 48 total contacts. Total time on about 4 hours and 35 minutes. Give or take a few minutes. That's eyeballing it. That's just guesstimating. About 4.5 hours with an antenna 6 feet high, most of it less. An antenna between 5 and 6 feet high, with the far end tossed over my little barn-style shed. A half-assed effort at having a little field day fun. using both CW and phone. With a compromised antenna. That was a lot of fun. So thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with my computer noise in the background. I wish you all very well, and I bid you 73.